Hi guys, welcome to today's tutorial. Today we'll be looking at top past post-UTME questions, which are most likely questions to come out in this year's post-UTME for most several top schools. So stick with us as we get right into it. Now, our first question says, an acute angled triangle ABC, or in an acute angled triangle ABC, AB is 9 cm, BC is 11 cm, angle ABC is 35 degrees. Now we have to calculate angle BAC and correct to the nearest degree. Now in order to do this, let's diagrammatize it. Now we have a triangle ABC. Now we are told that AB is 9 cm, BC is 11 cm, alright, angle B is 35 degrees. So you have to find angle A. Alright, now if you have to find angle A, we are first of all going to use our cosine rule to find C, to find our small b. Alright, so this is our small a, b, and small c. And we know that our cosine rule states that b squared equals a squared plus c squared minus 2ac cos b. Okay, where a b would be b squared equals a squared is 11 squared plus 9 squared minus 2 times 11 times 9 cos 35. Alright, this would give us 202 when added up, and when we multiply this out, we would have it as 162.19. Okay, so subtracting this from this, we have b squared as 39.81. Okay, 39.81. So b would be root 39.81, which gives us 6.31 centimeter. Now that's the value of our b. Now for us to find a, we will do using sine rule. We'll use our sine rule that says a over sine a equals b over sine b. Now in this case, since we have a small b and a b, okay, equals c over sine c. Now since we have a small b and our angle b, we can use it to find a. So here we'll be doing this as a, which is 11 cm, all over b, all over sine a equals 11 b, which is 6.31, all over sine 35. Okay, now cross multiply, we would have sine a equals 11 times sine 35 all over 6.31. Now we have this at the end of the day as sine a equals 0.9999. Now if we do the inverse, a will become inverse, sine inverse of 0.9999, which gives us 89.18. Now since they said correct to the nearest degree, our nearest degree here will be 89 degrees. Alright, now so our next question, it says if 50 men wore colored shirts, 21 out of which 21 wore purple, so probability of purple will be 21 over 51, and probability of white will be 9 over 51. Okay, so if 50 men wore color shirts, out of which 9 wore purple, 21 wore purple, 9 wore white, and we are asked to find the probability that if a man is picked at random, that he wore neither of these two colors. So our probability of neither would be 1 minus probability of purple plus probability of white. Okay, now so probability of purple, let's find out what probability of purple plus probability of white would be. This would be 21 over 51 plus 9 over 51, which gives us 30 over 51. Okay, so probability of neither will become 1 minus 30 over 51, which would give us 21 over 51. But we can still break this down to its lowest term by dividing it by 3. So if we divide 21 by 3, we are having 7, and 51 by 3, we will get 7. So this, the probability of a man picked that would neither wear the purple or the white shirt would be 7 over 17. Our next set of questions says, a trader sold an article for $4,600, making a profit of 15%. What is the cost price of the article? Now, for us to find the cost price of the article, we know that from our question, our selling price is 46,000. Then the profit is selling price minus cost price. All right, so profit percentage is 15%. Okay, now, but we know to find our percentage profit, we have it as profit all over cost price times 100 over 1. So in this case, we'll be having it as 15% equals our profit will be selling price, which is 4,600 minus our cost price over cost price times 100 over 1. Expanding this bracket, we have it as 15 equals 460000 minus 100 CP. Okay, cross multiplying, we have this as 15 CP. Okay, so collecting like terms, this becomes 100 plus this will give us 115 CP equals 460. Okay, so our CP would be 460000 divided by 115. Now, if we divide this, we are going to have our cost price at $4,000. So the cost price of the article will be $4,000. Now, the next question says, the radius of a sphere is 21 centimeter. Our radius is 21 cm. If S is a curved surface area, and we know that for curved surface area, S as CSA will give us 4 pi r squared, and V, volume for a sphere, will be 4 over 3 pi r cube. Okay, 4 over 3 pi r cube will give us our volume for sphere. All right, now, and S and V represents volume and curved surface area and volume respectively. Now we should find the ratio of S is to V. Now we've been given our radius as this, so substituting directly, our CSA will give us 4 times 3.142 times 21 squared. Okay, which would give us 21 squared times 4 would give us 1764 pi. Okay, and our volume will be 4 over 3 times pi times, okay, our pi is 3.142 times 21 cube. So this gives us 21 times 21 times 21 times 4 divided by 3 would give us 12,348 pi. Okay, now, so we're having this as S is to V will be 1764 pi is to 12,348 pi. Okay, divided by 1764. Okay, so this, if we divide by 1764 pi, 1764 pi, we'll have this as 1 SV will be 1:7. Okay, so our ratio here for this will be 1:7. Our next set of questions says convert 110.011 base 2 to base 10. Alright, now in converting this, we'll be having this as using our expansion method. Zero, 1, 2, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3. So expanding this, we have it as 1 times 2 raised to power 2 plus 1 times 2 raised to power 1 plus 0 plus now point, okay, our point, okay, but we'll be adding it plus this will be 0 plus 1 over 2 raised to power 2 because of the negative plus 1 over 2 raised to power 3. Okay, now this we would have as 2 raised to power 2 is 4, 4 plus 2, 4 plus 2, okay, plus 1 over 4 plus 1 over 8. Okay, 4 plus 2 will give us 6. This will give us 6 plus 1 over 4 plus 1 over 8. Alright, over 1. Our LCM for 6 and 8 will be 8. This gives us 8. Alright, 8 times 6 will give us 48 plus 2 plus 1. Okay, 8 into 4, 4 into 8 is 2, 2 times 1, 2, 8 into 8, 1, 8 times 1 times 1, 1. So this will give us 50, 51, 51 over 8. So if we put it in 51 divided by 8 will give us 6 whole number. Okay, 6 whole number, that's 48. 51 minus 48, 3 over 8. Okay, that will be our answer. Alright, now for our next question, it says evaluate 1 okay, 1 over 343 all raised to power 1 over 3 plus 64 raised to power minus 1 over 3 minus 1 divided by 4 over 9. Okay, so in evaluating this, this is something as cube root of 1 over 343 cube root plus 1 over cube root of 64 because of the negative, okay, minus square root of 1 over 4 over 9. Alright, now having this, our cube root of 343 will be 7. Okay, this becomes 1 over 7 plus this, our cube root of 64 is 4. 1 over 4 minus square root of 4 and 9 will be 1 over 2 over 3. Okay, So now having this way, we can now rewrite this to be 1 over 7 plus 1 over 4 minus 3 over 2, doing the inverse of that, okay? Having it as 3 over 2. So here, our LCM will be 28. 7 times 4 will give us 28. So 7 into 28, 4. 4 plus 4 into 28, 7 minus 2 into 28, 14. 14 times 3 will give us 42. So this will be having us 11 minus 42 all over 28, which gives us 11 minus 42 would give us minus 31 all over 28. So if we change that to mixed numbers, we have it as minus 1 all over 3 over 28. So that would be our answer for the two questions. A bottle of malt costs 3 times as much as a bottle of Coke. If 5 bottles of malt and 4 bottles of Coke cost $380 altogether, how much is a bottle of malt? Now, in order to do this, we'll have it as a bottle of malt equals 1 malt equals 3 Coke. Okay? And now we are told that 5 malts plus 4 Coke equals 380. Okay? And so from our first equation here, we know that 5 malts, if 1 malt equals, okay, if 1 malt equals 3 Cokes, then 5 malts equals 3 times 5 Cokes, which is 15 Cokes. Okay? So 5 malts will equal 15 Coke. Imputing it here, we have 15 Cokes plus 4 Cokes equals 380. So 19 Coke bottles will give us 380. So 1 Coke equals 380 over 19, which gives us $20. So 1 Coke is $20. So therefore, 1 malt equals 3 times 20, which will give us $60. So the cost of 1 malt will be $60. Now to our next question, it says a chord is drawn 12 cm away from the center of a circle. We have a circle, and this is the center. A chord is drawn 12 cm away from the center of the circle, and the radius is 13. Now we should find the length of this chord. Now in our circle geometry, we learned that this forms a right angle triangle, and this line bisects this chord because it's perpendicular to it. So having this as 13 and 12, 90, we can now apply a Pythagoras theorem that says hypotenuse squared equals opposite squared plus adjacent squared. So this becomes 13 squared equals 12 squared plus our x squared. Okay, so this will give us 169 equals 144 plus x squared. So our x squared would be 169 minus 144, which gives us 25. So therefore, x equals root 25, which is 5 centimeter. The length of chord would be 2 times 5. Since this is 5, this is 5. Alright, since this line is bisecting it or dividing it into 2 equal parts, it should be 2 times 5 for 5 plus 5, which will be 10 centimeter. So the length of the chord will be 10 centimeters. And next set of questions says, if sine theta equals 4 over 5, where theta is acute, that we should find the value of cos theta plus tan theta. Now, in order to find the value of cos theta plus sin theta, we know that our sine theta is opposite over hypotenuse. Cos theta equals adjacent over hypotenuse, and tan theta equals opposite over adjacent. So in this case, let's look at it in a right angle triangle. Theta here, 5 will be hypotenuse, and 4 will be our opposite. So finding our adjacent x will be 5 squared plus 4 equals 5 squared, which is our hypotenuse. Using Pythagoras theorem, 5 squared equals 4 squared plus x squared, which gives us 25 minus 16 equals x squared. So x squared equals 9. So therefore, our x will be root of 9, which gives us 3. That means our adjacent would be 3 centimeters. Now, knowing that our adjacent is 3, let's get back to cos theta. That means our cos theta would be 3 over 5, while tan theta would be 4 over 3. Now, adding them up, we have 3 over 5 plus 4 over 3. Now, our LCM here will be 15. 5 here, 3. 3 times 9. 3 times 3, 9. Plus 3 here, 5. 4 times 5, 20. So this gives us 29 over 15 as our answer. So if we break it down to mixed fractions, this becomes 1 whole number 14 over 15. Okay. Now, to the second question, it says, if st equals root a plus t, all brackets t over a squared, make t the subject of formula. Now, if you have to make t the subject of formula, first of all, we'll eliminate our root sign. Okay, and in order to eliminate our root sign, we'll have it as square both sides. So if we square both sides, this will become st squared equals a plus t all over a squared. Now the next is to eliminate this division by multiplying both sides by a squared. So we have it as a squared st all squared equals a plus t, alright, times t. Now we open up our brackets. If we open up our brackets, we have it as a squared s squared t squared equals at plus t squared. Okay, so from here, we can decide to collect our t squared together. This will become a squared s squared plus t squared, minus t squared equals a t. Okay, having it this way, we can now, plus t squared here. Okay, having it this way, we can now factorize this to become t squared bracket as minus 1, okay, equals a t. Now, we can now divide both sides by 80. Okay, having divided both sides by 80, we have it as t squared. Okay, before that, we can divide both sides by t, since we know that t squared is t times t. Okay, we can divide both sides by t. So this becomes t bracket a squared s squared minus 1 equals a. So t will give us a all over a squared s squared minus 1 as our answer. So with this, we've made our t the subject of formula. Alright guys, with this, we've come to the end of today's tutorial. If there be any questions or comments, please don't hesitate to put them down in the comment section below. If you've enjoyed the tutorial so far, share this link with your friends. See you in our next class. Thank you.